Hi, my name's George Killeen. I'm 3-0 and I'm a light middleweight boxer from Manchester. Do you know what I think? I'm at this stage now in my life where everyone's working now, 20, I've got mates that are 21, old or whatever. Everyone's working, everyone's going out earning money, and there's no shock. In boxing at the start, on a small old shows, there's no money in it, you know what I mean? That's why sponsorship's so important. That's why people buying tickets is so important to cover the cost of your opponents and keep you going. If not, you won't be able to box because you won't be able to pay for your opponents, etc., etc. But I just think like I've done 4 years in college, I've done an apprenticeship, I've got my electrician card, so I could go out and earn good money. I could go abroad, wherever, London, anywhere, earn good money, but I just I've got a dream and I've got a goal and I want to chase that. And to be fair, if you're good at something, the money will come. So I do all right anyway. I've got a good family backing me. I've got good sponsors. I've got good support. So the money will come. I don't stress too much. But I could go out and earn money working, but boxing's my passion. And while I'm doing it, I'd rather give it 100%. And so I'll look back and have no regrets. You know what? I've never, since I started boxing when I was 13, because when I was younger, I got kicked out of school, yeah, and I got sent to this. Going off topic a bit, but I got sent to this pro in Moss Side, yeah, and then I seen load of kids, like most of them are probably in prison now. That's what type of path you go down. But I was there for when I was starting to get into boxing. When I was 13, I thought I'm gonna do something positive. And since then, yeah, I thought I'm gonna just stick at this and I'm gonna see how good I can be because I didn't have much natural talent. I had to work hard, and I'm starting to get a bit of talent now, good attributes and that. But my point being is, I've never been distracted because from the day I started boxing, I've always had a drive and I've always had a vision of where I'm gonna be. I'm not there yet, but I'm on the right path, and I've never had like obstacles. Obviously, there's obstacles as a teenage lad, but they've never let him get in the way. I've always persevered and believed in myself to get where I am and to get where I want to go. Do you know what? Not many people do, because a lot of people don't see certain sides of boxing that my mum and dad do or my close friends do. It's a lonely sport. You're in this on your own. As much of a good team I've got and a good family, there's times like, say you're having a bad day and you're down and nobody sees that side of it, and you've got to make a lot of sacrifices and a lot of dedication. Like this year, I'm turning 21 my school year, so a lot of my mates have got 21st, and but like I'll miss out on that because I'm dedicated. I'm in the gym. I'm training for fights, but my friends understand that. My family knows what dedication I have. My close friends do. Got a few good mates that support me, and I'm grateful for them. So they understand it, you know. But it is hard. Not many people do understand it because it's not an average life. You know, you don't go out drinking, you don't go out partying. You've got to make sacrifices, and you've got to live the life if you want to succeed in this sport. I just stay dedicated. It's hard all the time. You're not motivated all the time every morning. You're not motivated to go to the gym, but that's your dedication kicks in. Then you get up every morning, you go to the gym, no matter how tired you are, no matter whatever. You just got to keep going, and you've got to think about the end goal. That's what pushes me. You know, I think I'm scared of failure. Like I don't want to sit there in 10 years and have not made it because I just feel like it'd be a waste of time. So every day I give it 100%. I give it all I've got. That's why I don't really do much outside of boxing. I just dedicate my life to the sport. Don't go out drinking. Don't party. I don't do all that. What most people my age are doing, because one, I don't have any regrets. I don't want to look back and think, oh, I wish I did that or I did that. I didn't do that. So I just stay dedicated. I just stay grounded and crack on every day. To be honest, I don't, because I don't put myself in them situations. So if I was drinking or if I was going out doing whatever, then you're obviously hitting obstacles. But I stay out of that crowd. You know, I crack on. I see my mates, my close friends, and that. But I don't. I keep myself away from them distractions because I don't want to get distracted by them. So whereas if I don't let myself get distracted by them, then it'll never be an obstacle in my life. Well, so I left school when I was 15, 16, whatever, and straight away I went into an apprenticeship. So I was working, so I was up at 6, working till, started at 7, finished at 4, get home for 4:30, in the gym for 5, then I'd train, I'd run, come home, it's the same stuff every day. And it was an hard balance because you're up early, you're tired from work, you might have had an hard day in work, you might have had a bit of grief off whatever, but it's just that dedication and determination. But now I'm not working, I'm boxing full time. I found that balance where I'm training a couple of times a day, but there's not much you can do after training. Like, on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's nothing going on in the afternoons. All your mates are working, so I'm just trying to keep myself busy, because if you're just sitting in your room all the time, your brain's doing overtime, overthinking things and that, and I don't like it. So I'm trying to find a balance now of training, come home, and then I'll keep myself busy in the afternoon. Some days, of course, you got to rest, but I just try and keep myself busy, staying active. Whether that's doing whatever, could be going to see my gran for a brew for a couple of hours, you know what I mean? Just doing whatever to find that balance, go to the gym, come home, eat, keep myself busy, train again. I like going to United games, even though I'm not allowed to go to the night games while I'm in camp now. But that's probably not a sacrifice, that's probably a blessing, because they're shocking at the minute. But I just try and find a balance, because boxing, it can take over. Sometimes you do need a bit of a switch off, whether that's just seeing my friends, going for something to eat, just seeing my gran or seeing my family, just doing little things, because you've got to find that balance, I think. You know what? Sometimes probably did doubt it. Your brain tells you things like, say, as an amateur, getting beat, whatever, you have a bad spar, your brain tells you, the demons kick in and that, because it's a lonely sport. You think, am I good enough for this? Can I do it? Like, that's going to happen in any sport, in any job, whatever. But you just got to remind yourself, you got to look in the mirror and be like, no, I can do this. Because, like I say, it's a lonely sport, and you're going to have bad days, but you just got to, perseverance is a thing, perseverance and patience, because step by step, I'm only 20, so I have bad days and I'm hard on myself, but then I think, you know what, I've got time. I'm sparring a lot of the other lads in the gym, and they're all a lot older, and I'm learning from them, so I just think I've got time. Sometimes I've got to be a bit easier on myself, because I can be hard on myself and it can affect you, but I just remind myself, be like, I'm born for this, you know what I mean? I'm a fighter, I've got to keep going, because I've got a dream. Well, like I say earlier on, there's no money in boxing at the start, but you've got to remind yourself, like, if you're good at something, the money will come, whatever. So like I say, I've got a good family, do all right out of boxing, out with sponsors and tickets and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for everyone that supports me, but the money's not great, but it's more of a long-term thinking plan, you know what I mean? And I'm just chasing my dream. I'm happy doing that. We'll see how it goes. I believe I'm going to go all the way, and then the money will come and whatnot. But for now, it's just about persevering and chasing my dream. As an amateur, Tommy McDonough, I've always been close to Tommy, still am now. And in school, when I was getting in a bit of trouble and all that, they got Tommy in one time, and I used to have, my mum and dad used to have to come into school all the time when I was like 12, 13, for meetings, just about stupid stuff, being a class clown, yeah. And then there was one time I couldn't see in a meeting room, and I was like, I'm not going in, I'm sick of being in there. And then I went in and Tommy was there, yeah. So I burst out crying, right? Because I thought, no, like, I'm not going to be able to box if I'm naughty in school and that. But Tommy sat me down and said, look, George, you can't be naughty in school. You've got to carry yourself in a certain way. And that changed everything. Tommy helped me massively. And then Pat's always been there. I remember I was on a box cup, like when I was like 13, 14, and I think I was being a bit naughty at home or whatever, maybe a bit younger. And then Pat was like, look, if you want to be a boxer and you want to be part of our gym, you've got to behave, you've got to clean your bedroom, you've got to be good to your parents and that. But them two people, Tommy and Pat, they've always been there and they've all helped me. If it worked for Tommy, coming in school and grounding me, then I don't even know if I'd be here. I don't know what I'd be doing, because I don't even know if I would have done that apprenticeship and that, because it's like, I don't know if I would have had the discipline to sit through college and all that. So I'm just grateful. And obviously my family, Dixie, Scully, all my family and my close friends, everyone plays a part, you know what I mean? There's obviously, you see me doing well in the boxing now, but there's a bigger picture behind it to get to where I am. So I'm just grateful for everyone that's helped me out. It's tough because I'm lucky because I live with my parents. I don't have any, like, I don't have kids or anything like that. And so it's kind of just for me, I've just got to think for myself, not in a selfish way, but I mean, like, I don't have other dependents and stuff. But for other people, if you're in the same boat, just chase your dream, because if you're good at something, the money will come. And you don't want to sit there when you're older and think, oh, I wish I did that, or I wish I did that, because then that's when regret kicks in. And so just chase your dream. If you're good at something, the money will come anyway. I know it can be hard, but just got to chase your dream. George Killeen here. You can catch me in my next fight, 16th of December, Bowlers, Trafford Park, and I'm looking to go 4-0 in the pro ranks.